Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne. I got a video for that Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. The VA has updated their VA compensation rate table to reflect the 2025 payouts. I'm going to take you out to their website and show you how to confirm you are receiving the correct monthly compensation. Okay? Make sure you stick around. Okay, so we all should know that December 1st, 2024, the new cost of living adjustment, COLA, went into effect. So on January 1st, or maybe December 31st, because January 1st is a holiday. So depending on your banking institution, your VA compensation will come out on the 31st, probably around midnight. Okay. And that will be for the month of December 2024. That's when you will see the new 2025 payout. But a lot of veterans have reached out to me and said, Dwayne, I'm not getting paid the correct amount. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Do you have a spouse? Do you have a dependent? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, you got to go to the website and confirm the payout. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show the VA's website link, and I'm going to put that link in the description section so you can go out and spend a little bit more time. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is going to be some good information. Okay. So this is the VA compensation rate table for what? 2025. As you can see, review 2025 veterans disability compensation rates. All right. You look over to the left, they have the 2024, the 2023, and the 2022. Also, the SMC rates, okay? Special benefit allowance rates and birth defect compensation rates, okay? So again, the VA is doing a good job at updating information on the website. We as veterans just have to take the time, invest the time to go out there and educate ourselves on this. But I have a lot of videos where I'm talking about different topics that the VA has on their website. Okay. So here we go. Compensation rates for veterans with a 10 or 20 disability rating. Effective what? December 1st, 2024. I already told you that. Okay. Now, the reason why these two are here standing, they just sitting here alone is because in order to add dependent spouses, you have to have a minimum overall rating of 100. I'm sorry, not 100%, 30%. Okay. So disability rating, monthly payment for 10% is 175.51, 20%, 346.95. Now, let's say you're at 10%. You know this is a 2025. You could come back here, click this link right here where it says past rates 2024, and it'll look just like this. The only thing, the difference is it's going to say December 1st, 2023. And up here it's going to say 2024. Okay. And this is going to say 2023. So when you look at this 175.51 and you go to rates, past rates of 2024, it's going to be a little bit less. So come December 31st, when they deposit it, you're 10%. Okay. Doesn't matter if you're married or not, because you can't add dependents. It's going to be 175.51. That's how you confirm you're getting the pay amount. And that's for any of these. But when you start adding dependents, SMCs, it's going to take you a little bit more time, okay, to get that final amount. All right. So we scroll down here, and what do we have? Compensation rates for veterans with a 30% to 100% disability, okay, with a dependent spouse or parent, but no children. They give you a lot of different scenarios. They make it easy for you, okay? So let's just look at 30, 60% disability rating. Click on that plus sign. We come down. Here it is. Now up here it says basic monthly rates for 30% to 60% disability ratings. Remember, okay, what they said, no children, right? Veteran alone, no dependents. If you're 30%, $537.42. If you're 60%, $1,395.93. Easy. Click back over to 2024. If you're 60%, that $1,395 is going to be a little bit lower. Look at the payout, end of the month, end of December. Yep, it's $13.95.93. You're getting paid the correct amount. Now, let's just say you're not. You can request that they do an audit and say, hey, I'm not getting the correct payment. I'm 60% a single veteran, and you let them know, and they'll send it over to the VA finance department and get you squared away. It may take some time now. Those don't go fast, okay? Then it states with spouse, and one parent, with spouse, with two parents. Remember at the top, it said no children, okay? Now let's look at added amounts for 30 to 60% disability rating. So if you did have children and they were under the age of 18, here are the payouts at 30, 40, 50, 60. Each additional child over age of 18, 30, 40, 50, 60. This is the payout, okay? Even if they're in college. Now, when we get down to the 100%, I'm going to drop a huge nugget, okay? Let's keep going. Compensation rates, 70 to 100. Still, no children, okay? Veteran loan, the 100%, 38.31. If memory serves me correct, for 2024, veteran loan is 37.37 and some change, okay? So this is how you can subtract 2024 from 2025, come up with that amount, boom. Wait till the end of the month, December 31st. Yep, that's the correct deposit. You know you're getting paid the correct amount, okay? With spouse and one parent, okay? It gives you all these payouts. With spouse and one parent. And I know I'm going to get asked a question with Dwayne. I didn't know I could add my parents. Both my parents live with me. Can I add them as dependents? The VA has specific criteria for that. Make sure you go out to the M21-1 and find that criteria. Okay. And if you meet the criteria, then you could add them with dependents. If they say you got to have certain evidence, get the evidence first. Okay. Add them, come back here. If you're 100% and you have a spouse and two parents, you're going to get $4,387.79. Simple as that. Okay. Let's keep going. This is the 70, 100% if you have each additional child. Now, here's the nugget. If you are 100% permanent total and your child is still in high school, they're under the age of 18, they're still in high school. On that notification letter, if you get a rating 100% permanent total, let's say a year before they graduate from high school and they're under 18, in that notification letter, on the birth date of that child, it's going to drop, that amount is going to drop off. So if you're 100%, you're going to get an extra $106.14 on top of your 100%. When that child turns 18, they're going to reduce that amount by $106.14. Make a mental note of it, put it on your refrigerator, calendar, whatever. Because if that child goes to college, you need to let the VA know that. They're just not going to mysteriously know that your child went to college. They're going to like, oh, well, the veteran never sent in that this child is continuing education. We're going to keep them on that award. Now, you got to ask yourself, if they're going to college, why would you keep them on your award? Because then they could take advantage of the Chapter 35 benefits. This is the nugget, and get the monthly stipend from the federal government. Now, in 2024, if they went full time, I believe it was that monthly stipend was around $1,500. That's a lot more than $106. Okay. But let's say if you're not 100%, okay, you're 90%. Okay. Understand when that child turns 18 and then notification letter, when they give the different breakdown, and I've seen veterans that have 4 or 5 kids on there, and they would go like to 2034, December 1st, 2034. Little Johnny drops off, and they'll do that for each one once they turn 18. Okay. So you have to pay attention to it. And that's why I tell veterans, Educate yourself. That's what I'm doing in these videos. I'm giving you the blueprint. Educate yourself so you don't get screwed. Okay. A lot of people don't get those rating decisions and notification letters, and they don't read them. Okay. And I know you don't read them because you'll ask me these questions. I'm like, it's in your notification letter. The answer is okay. So let's keep going. With dependents, including children. Now, this is 30-60%. Remember, what I just showed you at the beginning, no children. Here is with children. Okay. So you don't have to go back and add that number if they're under 18 or over 18. Okay. Veteran with one child only, no spouse and parents. Here you go. They're making it super simple for you to follow this. So I'm not going to go through all these like I did the other ones. Okay. We'll just scroll through. Okay. A lot of good information with one child, spouse, and two parents. Okay. 60%, 18-21. Now, here's some additional numbers. 30-60% disability rating, each additional child under age of 18, each additional child over age 18 in a qualifying school program. That's what I talked about. Okay. Spouse receiving aid and attendance. Yes, your spouse can receive aid and attendance. Do not ask me the criteria. Go to the M21-1 and find it. One of the things during rated training, I started to I can memorize this. I'm going to take some notes. It's too much. Just know where you have to go and find it. And that's what a lot of my monthly veterans that are in my monthly membership, I show them how to search how to do keyword searches in the M21-1. That's crucial. Okay? It's easy. It's easy. Trust me. All you have to do is do it. Okay? All right. So here are some examples how to use the tables to find your monthly compensation. I just showed you that, but they even give you some examples like find your added amounts if any apply. If your spouse receives aid and attendance benefits or you have more than one child. There you go. First, determine your basic rate. Example, veteran with children. They give me an example. Okay, they got examples here. I'm not going to read all these, but again, the link is in the description section and you can go back, you can read these verbatim and see exactly what they're talking about. Boom. Now look at this. Here's the example here. Veteran with children right there. And through here, the example gives you some additional information and then it gives you the total payout right here. Okay. So again, the VA is doing, I think, a good job updating the website, but this has been on this website like this for a while, for years. Okay. Pass rates, if you want to go all the way back to 2018, I used to feel for the VSRs because the VSRs were the ones that would be adding dependents, taking dependents off. And if a veteran got retro back 10, 12 years, those VSRs had to go back each year. How old was that child? Were they still on? Was a veteran married? What percentage? For 90% in 2015, they have to add that and they would have to go through and look at each compensation rate table all the way up until the year they were added. It took some time. Okay. RVSRs don't have to deal with it. That was the VSR's function. I used to feel for them. Okay. So go back, watch this video again. I'm going to put the link to the compensation rate table. Go out there, look at the examples. Make sure you look at 2024 versus 2025 when you get paid at the end of the month, December 31st or January 1st. You can see the difference. With that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and as always, share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.